Salutations, sleuths. I'm Gina. I'm Maria.
And we are
Fortuitous. Boom!
ready.
Vic's going to that bags tournament at 10:30, so meaning he's going to come down at 10:30.
Okay.
So, all right. Let me get my notes.
Talk about the big reveal.
What are you talking about?
Are we going?
Oh, yeah.
Maria!
Okay, so let's say that again.
Okay. Talk about the big reveal.
What reveal?
I'm not wearing a wig.
Oh,
It's
yes.
me. I'm not wearing sunnies. I was tired of it. I'm over it. It's me.
I'm just me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Gina had a little freak out in the last episode with the wig, so.
It actually was my breaking point.
It was.
Quite literally.
And it's caught on video, so if you watch us on YouTube, like, you'll see it. You can see the struggle from like minute 2 to whatever minute you lasted to. And then like all the times in between of the adjustment and like the exasperated sighs. To the point where it goes flying off. It just yeets off her head.
Put it on the ground where it belongs. It's a cute wig. It's so uncomfortable though. I just don't know. I don't know. Couldn't do it.
Kudos to the people that can do it like all the time, because yeah, bitch
Cheers.
be itchy.
Now granted, this is some crappy, cheap wig, but
Amazon.
not fitted to my head whatsoever. And
Right.
was it Amazon or was it
Yeah.
Temu or something? Okay.
No, yours was
Mine was
Temu.
Temu and it sucked, so.
The one
Yeah.
I got you was Amazon, but also, you know, it's just like a costume wig.
Maybe I'll do another one. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe I'll go blonde.
Oh, I kind of want to get a mullet. Because I just want one. I like them a lot.
Oh, God.
All right, speaking of mullets, we're talking about Florida woman today.
What does that have to do with it? What a turn.
Well, I was thinking mullet kind of has redneck vibes. Florida, redneck of the United States. Normally, like, a lot of people, most people I would say have heard of Florida man, which, like, you know, you can Google any day or time and you can find an article on Florida man. When I was researching the lottery winner stuff, my algorithm was like, hey, if you found these interesting, you might like this article. And I read the article about a Florida woman, and I was like, yes, algorithm, I am interested in that. That is fucking gnarly. Thus, whole episode on Florida women. So hats off to Florida for not discriminating, because they got not only Florida man, but they got Florida woman as well.
Okay. I have told
Hashtag equality.
Marie and I have tried going back and forth so much about not wanting to, you know, be so feminine in our
Femme focused. Yeah.
in our entire podcast existence, yet we somehow keep coming back to
Sucked to
these
it.
damn bitches.
I know.
Like, oh my gosh. But when she was like, hey, I want to do Florida women, I'm like, what about Florida men? She's like, overrated. Everyone knows about it. Let's do the ladies. I was like, bet. Okay.
Not overrated. We will do a Florida man. But
Okay.
it was the article that I wanted to talk about and other articles that I was just like, wow.
And when we asked you about our birthdays, or asked you for your birthdays, the reason was we were going to find these Florida ladies that represent your special day. So
These are you reincarnated into a Florida woman, FYI.
let that sink in.
Right, so remember that.
We have to paint a picture real quick. It's morning. Good morning.
I know, we always do Thursday nights when both of our brains are fried. And so now it's morning and we're caffeinated and like bright and sunny.
Who are we?
Who is she?
Oh, and I brought my Starbies.
Gina's in the cult.
I did crash for it today. I had a gift card. Okay.
Okay, so
it's necessary.
defending yourself.
Yes, defending my honor. I was blessed with this gift.
Honor.
So thank you. I can't remember who gave it to me, but cheers. Thank you. And she's a decaf girly. So
Yeah. So Gina's better than everyone.
grande. Okay. All right. Who's going first? Rock, paper, scissors? No.
No, because we said I was going to go
Okay.
because you have the one for the last one.
Okay.
All right, so my first one, Florida woman sentenced after pulling gator from pants during traffic stop. This is August 5th. And so I have most of the ones of those that shall not be named. Gina has the ones that we've gotten permission to name.
I do.
Yeah.
I did not write the names down.
But I remember them,
Okay.
so we're good. Strong start. All right, so Florida woman pulls gator out of pants. So this is in Charlotte County. A sheriff deputy pulls over a truck after it ran a stop sign. 22-year-old Michael Clemens and 25-year-old Ariel Marchan Le-Quire are in a pickup truck coming back from collecting frogs and snakes from an underpass. Because what else do you do in Florida? And then the sheriff searches a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack, and he finds 41 three-striped turtles. So in this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack are 41 teenage turtles.
How big are those?
They're pretty small.
Okay.
They're like
41.
41 of them. What the fuck are you gonna do with 41
game plan?
turtles? Like, what are you doing with that?
Me and my turtle and my turtles.
I don't know.
Wait. Me and my turtle backpack with my turtles. I just made it up.
Oh, nice.
It's not a thing.
Beauty.
Thank you for thinking it actually had manner.
But like, are they trying to make an army? Are they gonna make soup out of it? Like, what the fuck do you do
Ew.
with 41 turtles?
Ew, yeah, turtle soup is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gross.
Sadly.
Okay.
So the sheriff's like, what the fuck is this? Also, do you have anything else? And Marchan Le-Quire, the woman, she's like, actually, I do. And she pulls out a 1-foot gator from her fucking yoga pants. She's like, yes, officer, I do have something else, and you'll never believe it. Pulls
pants?
out of the pants.
Wait, you said specifically yoga pants. So they're tied up in there.
It's right up against something.
And was it alive?
It's alive, yeah. Again, so many questions.
Yeah, how is it breathing? How is it not attacking her?
Why is it in your pants? That's the thing. That's the first one. Why did you put it in your pants?
Why do you have an alligator to begin with, buddy?
Right, what are you going to do with that?
What's going on? Okay. Was it her pet?
Again, another question.
Should we send her in some questions? Hey, we found you. Can you just help us out here?
Marchan Le-Quire, what are you doing? And I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Le-Quire.
Say the first name.
Marchan.
I thought it was LaShawn. Like,
Marchan
okay.
Le-Quire.
Marchan. It sounds French.
Oh yeah, ma'am. What are you doing? Anyway, so
Florida.
she was sentenced to probation after pleading guilty to 4 charges of who the fuck knows what. The article didn't say, but I took a gander at what the 4 charges are. 1, animal endangerment. 2, putting an animal down your pants without consent. Okay. 3, being a fucking whack job. And then 4, trying to do something shady with those turtles and that gator.
So she never said the game plan. We will forever not know what
We will
was going
forever
on.
be questioning.
What?
Yeah.
So concerned, confused, confirmed.
Confirmed we are. Confuddled.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you, Marchan, for
Le-Quire.
blessing us. Well, what day was that?
That was August 5th.
Okay. We have a lot of Augusties, by the way.
Yeah, so what is that? Is that Virgo?
Oh, girl, I don't know.
I know.
Where's our little lovelies that know a thing or two about how the world
And what
connects?
and does that mean anything? You can go with yours and I'll find.
You're gonna find out what August is?
Mm-hmm.
I just know I'm a Gemini.
I'm
So
a
if
Pisces.
anyone's like, oh, yeah, that checks out.
Oh.
Well,
It's a Leo.
August?
Yeah.
What does it mean? What is a Leo?
Leos are like very full of themselves. It's Leo.
I already know. I already bet. I bet all of you Augusters. No, I'm kidding. I don't know anything. Do I believe in it? Maybe not. So
natural leaders. It's the lion sign. Majestic personality, but also like, you know, my shit don't stink. Like,
oh, okay. Be a Leo. Be a Leo.
No,
be a Leo.
Some take it too far.
Listen, half of our people are Augusters.
We have a lot of Leos.
Be a Leo. Which I do want to also bring up that a handful of you guys are having your birthday now, just had it.
Yeah.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthdays. Yeah.
Be a Leo. I said, no, don't be rude to our birthday goers.
To all of the like wonderful people that sent in their birthdays.
All right. So August 26th. Who is it?
That's Jody.
Jody!
Yeah.
You're a Leo.
You're a Leo, so keep that in check.
Oh, how great. Florida women allegedly beats farting father. So
farting father?
Yes. And this is the quote from the article. It says, police in Florida caught wind.
Yes to that journalist. They saw an opportunity and they took it.
I thought the article itself was just so well provided. Police in Florida caught wind of a woman who was fed up with her father's flatulence.
Which I guess fair.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. All right, so hope I'm saying this right. Nicole Dozos, D-O-Z-O-I-S.
Dozos.
Dozos. Okay, I was gonna go with bozo, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Bless
excuse
you.
me. Nicole Dozos, 40, from Largo, Florida, was arrested for allegedly assaulting her 59-year-old father over his unpleasantly bodily odors. She reportedly punched him multiple times, leaving him with a bloodied eye and scratches. Released on bail, Dozos pleaded not guilty to the misdemeanor domestic battery charge and has been ordered to stay away from her father. This isn't her first illegal issue. She was previously arrested in 2018 for allegedly hitting her sister through charges were not filed. So,
was her sister farting also? Like,
I
heaven
don't
forbid,
know.
like,
Yeah.
you eat some beans and...
Dude, we'd really have... That's why we took the self-defense class, right? So we could just beat each other up every time we farted. I'm surprised we're not dead. Eat both of us. Good Lord.
Lordy.
Yeah, so not anything too crazy, but that headline for me was what captivated.
And then the subheader, caught wind.
Good job.
Journalistic art.
Can you imagine beating someone up because they farted?
Dude.
There had to have been something going on with
If
her.
Vic beat me up for my farts, I would not be here right now. Just... I'll just put it at that.
Yeah, there had to have been more to the story. Poor little thing.
I don't know. Some people just snap.
I know, but like, what does it take for a person to snap over a flatulence?
Over a flatulence. I guess persistent flatulence.
Am I saying that in the right grammar? Is my grammar okay?
Is my grammar good? Do I good grammar?
Is it a flatulence or their flatulence?
It's flatulence. There's no A in front of it.
No. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. My second one is May 11th. So, legless, fugitive Florida woman found hiding in container. I'll say it again. Legless, fugitive Florida woman found hiding in container. So, Florida woman Krystle Lee Anderson, 39, was arrested in 2015 when she held Burger King employees hostage with a BB gun. An officer decided to open fire on her when she pointed the BB gun at him, which sadly did cause her to lose both of her legs as a result of those injuries. So that's a whole thing to unpack also, like, you know, a BB gun is pointed at you and you open fire with a real gun. Krystle was charged with armed kidnapping, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which I feel like that's debatable. A BB gun? I don't feel like that's really deadly.
Deadly. No. Aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah.
I'd put that more on the misdemeanor again with our flatulence lady. Or a battery charge.
Yeah.
Not
with deadly.
Murder.
I guess, like, if it's in the eyeball, sure, but neither here or there. But then also false imprisonment. She did not show up to court, so there was an arrest warrant out for her. Police officers eventually got a tip that she was hiding out at her 48-year-old boyfriend's house, John Robert Carr Jr., but when the police arrived, he claims that she wasn't there. But police officers are looking through the windows, and they see in a bedroom that she is hiding out in a plastic container. Ma'am is in the arts and crafts bin. Ma'am is in the scrapbook bin. I'm sorry.
I was thinking a trash can for some reason, so when you started going that route, I was like, okay.
It's a clear plastic bin.
I'm back to so many questions. Is there more?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're sir, we see your girlfriend. She's in a plastic container.
She's right there. Was he trying to cover for her?
Yeah, he was trying to hide her.
And it was clear?
And it was clear. So, you have Florida man and Florida woman in this.
Oh, no! That's hilarious.
Yeah, both were arrested without incident. Him for harboring a fugitive and also resisting arrest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, question 1. How is she doing any of this without legs? How is she being a fugitive? How is she
getting around?
I mean, I know that it's possible, but I'm thinking, how are you going to go around with a gun and think no one's going to catch you?
No, she became legless after. So she had legs when she went into Burger King with the BB gun.
How'd she become legless?
I said the officer shot her because she pointed her BB gun at him. So he shot her. And because he shot her, some way, somehow, both of her legs had to be amputated because of her being shot.
See, that didn't connect for me. Because you get shot, I thought he shot her.
And then she became legless as a result of those injuries.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how she was shot to lose both of her legs.
Do you have a picture of her?
Not handy, but
okay.
Can look up. Yeah, legless.
Pictures of all of these people, by the way.
Yeah, I'll make a post of it.
Are hilarious.
Yeah, the mugshots, chef kiss.
Yes. I got one of these girls where it looks like her eyelashes are gonna fly away. They're just iconic. Some of them look just like they fit the mold, and then others look terrifying, and others are it's just funny. So okay, well, August 30th.
August 30th. Ivan.
Yeah. Buddy.
Ivani.
I call him Buddy, and he's like, Buddy, you call me Buddy.
You call everyone Buddy.
Well, yeah. But it's a fun story. For a really long time, I did not know the difference between him and Pablo. So I called them both Buddy.
That's racist.
And it didn't mean for it, okay? They're brothers. They look alike. I wouldn't see them either of them, except for, every so often. So every time I saw them, I forget which one's which. Just because I'm bad with names. Take the racism out of the picture. It's just I'm bad with names and would just not know who's who. It's plain and simple. That's the Gina way. I'm sorry, okay? And so I called them Buddy, and
it just stuck.
Now they're Buddy. But everyone's Buddy. It's a good name.
Pal.
Hey, Buddy.
I love
Allison calls Pal.
Yeah. When I think Buddy, I think, a little condescending.
Hey,
Buddy.
Don't
hey, little child.
Take it that way. It's more of a buddy, open arms, let's be friends, glad to see you. If you can't take the heat,
I let you call me Buddy, that's fine.
But you don't like it.
It's fine.
Oh, God, you're so... I'm going to now call you Buddy out of spite from here on forward. It will be condescending.
Hey, Buddy.
Hey, Buddy.
Yeah.
You like that? Do you like that? Okay. Florida woman accused of walking into home, undressing, then hugging and sitting on people.
I did see that one.
What does that even mean?
Ma'am.
In Citrus County, Florida, Heather Cruz, 35, was arrested after she entered a home uninvited, undressed, and inappropriately touched multiple residents, including elderly individuals.
See, that's just not okay.
I know.
Don't do that.
Oh, there's something wrong. There's something not okay. But, can you imagine being that elderly person that just has this
naked woman
just come in and start touching you and sitting on you?
it was either the best day of his life or the worst day of his life. Like, depending on who he is.
When asked to leave, Cruz became more aggressive, grabbing one person's testicles and making sexual remarks. How did she get to the testicles?
Right. Also, like, right. What staff is in the halls that allowed her to have enough time to get to a person and to get to said testicles and get them out to do crude things with?
Well, I can't help. So it doesn't specify that this is a
like retirement
elderly home.
Well,
Yeah.
I think when it just said home, it was implied elderly home.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a residency or like a residence. It's like, this is a residence.
No, it
she
sounds
could've
like
just entered a home that just so happened to have an old person. It probably doesn't mean that she entered a facility. It's just like a home.
When I read it, I heard facility because she was sitting on multiple people, right?
But we are multiple people. Like,
Okay, but how many people would live in a home, in a house?
I don't know.
Like, you're gonna
family?
have like 10 old people in a house?
It doesn't, including elderly individuals. It doesn't specify. I love how you're so hooked on the fact that
It's a retirement home.
I'm not getting a retirement home. That's so funny though. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of like, and also it doesn't specify if it was grabbing the testicles. Like, are you just like grabbing through their pants, or did you get up in there? Like, how'd you do it?
Fair.
This isn't very clear, so take it with a grain of salt. And making sexual remarks. Upon police arrival, she resisted arrest, kicking 2 officers in the chest. Cruz faces multiple charges, including battery on the elderly, battery on law enforcement, and resisting arrest. She is being held on a $48,000 bond. Who's getting her out? You?
That elderly gentleman who had the best day of his life.
See, again, you specify elderly. It does not specify. It says grabbing one person's testicles.
But it said that
you want it to be a bunch of old people, don't you?
Well, I'm pretty certain, because I read the article as well, or a different article, and so I'm either remembering incorrectly or my brain is creating details.
Okay. Well, shit. Maybe I'm just being a bitch, buddy. Maybe you should just chill out on your decaf coffee.
I
actually need to look into it again because I am curious. I gotta make sure I get those facts wrong. Or right.
You gotta make sure you get them wrong. Yes.
Oh, no.
All right. My third one is June 21st. Florida woman steals ambulance and leads deputies on chase. So a woman is accused of stealing an ambulance from a children's hospital and leading deputies on a police chase. There is a video out there, so Google it if you want to. This is in Lee County. So the video, it shows the deputies chasing after the speeding ambulance that does have its lights on, by the way, and it's swerving and it's Tokyo drifting, and they're like fast and furiousing down the highway up until she amateurly flips the ambulance over in the middle of a road. Luckily, no one else was in the ambulance, but 30-year-old woman was arrested and faced with multiple charges, including leaving the scene of the crash. Her name, Marchan Le-Quire.
No kidding.
Yes.
Was this her first thing?
This is her second thing that I could find. So the first one was the alligator in the pants. And then I was just going through articles, and then I saw this one, and I wasn't going to use it because it wasn't like that crazy. But then I saw 30-year-old woman, Marchan Le-Quire. I was like, there's no way. There's multiple Marchan Le-Quires.
She's really making a name for herself. Good for her.
She has become the Florida woman. She is gunning for that title.
Actually. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Amateurly
Flips the
I love how it's amateur.
Yeah.
What an Amy.
What an Amy.
All right. Florida. Oh, July 26th.
July 26th. I don't think I gave you a July 26th.
You sure did. Let's see if I can go back and check my screeny shots. Girl dinner.
All right, I'm gonna edit that one out.
Okay. August 30th, July.
August 20th.
Oh, it's Jodi's birthday.
No, hers is August 26th. I don't know where you got July from. Because Tom is the 25th, and hers is the day after. So I don't know who the hell July 26th is. I think you made it up. So whoever, July 26th, happy birthday.
I think I saw in the text because Jodi's husband volunteered
Gave her birthday. Yeah.
So I think for some reason I saw the J and the 26th and was like, July. 26th. Yes. Wow. How disappointing. Well, anyways, happy birthday to anyone on July 26th. Mm-hmm. And here is your Florida star. 3 Florida residents arrested after Gloucester County. Gloucester. Here you go. Gloucester.
Gloucester?
Good. We'll go with that.
We'll go with it.
Woman targeted an apparent acid attack.
Acid attack?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the one with the hair, the wings.
The eyelashes, got it.
A Florida woman, along with 2 accomplices, was accused of a brutal attack involving highly caustic acid, which left the victim with severe burns on 35% of her body. The suspects, Betty Jo Lane and Jamar McNeil, allegedly traveled from Florida to New Jersey, hired by William D. Bernardino. Good. That's it. Wait, what did you say?
Bernardino.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
Bernardino. Wow, that's going to drive me crazy.
I feel like it is Bernardino.
It has an Ardino at the end. So it's D. Bernardino.
Bernardino.
No, there's an AR at the end.
This is a person's name or the place?
It's a name by
Okay.
William D. Bernardino.
Let's call him William D.B.
Okay. William D.B., who had a prior relationship with the victim. After the attack, they fled but were later arrested in Florida. All 3 faces charges, including conspiracy to commit murder and aggravated assault, and are awaiting extradition to New Jersey. I don't want to do this anymore. Why is it so hard?
It seems like words are harder in the morning for you.
Extradition. What is that?
Extradition?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Did you not read these beforehand?
Nope.
Okay.
Just
extradition. Or extraditing.
Sure.
The action of extraditing a person or accused, it's like the removal of a person. You're extraditing them.
Okay. Well, yeah. Acid attack. I think it's the pictures of the people that do it for
that
more than the story, I guess. Like, okay, acid burn, like, come on, chill out. But it's seeing them that makes it funny.
And we can't even pronounce their names for you to look it up.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'll spell it for you. Diberndino. That's a hard name. It's so relevant too. These people were hired by this guy. Whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that irrelevant because irrelevant.
Is that the end of the?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're starting to go down the criminal territory, I'll do my criminal one. I guess I'll put like some. I have trigger warnings in front of 2, and this is one of them. So the title is, I was gonna try to cook him. Florida woman stabbed neighbor with an ice pick and dismembered him. Florida woman said, this is a quote, I was gonna try to cook him. Florida woman stabs neighbor with ice pick and then dismembers him.
Oh God.
This one
I
is.
do not want to live next to that woman.
Yeah. Don't be neighbors with Florida people.
Jeez. Don't be. Okay.
And this one is it's a pretty wild one. This one's a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right, so this is in Deltona, Florida. So law enforcement there usually handle a shit ton of missing people cases. I mean, in general, everywhere they do. But the ones in Deltona, Florida were not prepared for this one that they were about to deal with. So April 3rd, 2013, James Jimmy Schaefer was reported missing by his girlfriend, Candy Medina, who it seemed like he just vanished into thin air. According to their 16-year-old son, though, he was still receiving texts from his dad claiming that he owed people money. So the 16-year-old son was like, hey, I'm still getting text messages from dad, even though he's missing, saying that he's run off because I owe people a lot of money. So I'm getting the shit out of town. However, the messages were worded weirdly. They were like, it doesn't really seem like it's coming from dad. So that was kind of suspicious. Ew. Also, Jimmy was the sole provider of the family. So it would be very uncharacteristic of him to just like up and leave his girlfriend and their son. And actually they have 3 kids. So they relied on his limo driving salary and monthly disability check to pay rent. So they're like, well, he wouldn't just leave us like that. So the investigators, they go to the limo company to get some answers. They find his truck there, but no other clues. So they're like, okay, where would he go without his truck, right? He's disappeared, but the truck is still here. So how did he get to wherever he's at? A mechanic for the limo company said that he happened to see Jimmy get into a black sedan around 3 a.m. So the mechanic named John Brochu, he was actually looked into because John and Jimmy have a history of bad blood. And John, the mechanic, may have threatened to kill him a week earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was a little suspicious. But spoiler alert, we're talking about Florida woman. So
Yep.
They cleared him pretty quick, and then they use a GPS tracker. The police use a GPS tracker in the limo to visit all the places that Jimmy was prior to him missing. And then still couldn't find him. That led to nowhere. So next stop, they check his phone records because he's still sending messages, so his phone is still pinging signals. The phone records show Jimmy messaging his neighbor / makeshift financial advisor, ? According to Angela Stoldt, she was helping Jimmy out with his finances. Question is, though, is like, what way? Because Jimmy's got a girlfriend, right? So why is this random-ass neighbor helping Jimmy with his finances?
Yeah. Who's this bitch?
It's a weird situation that doesn't make sense because Jimmy doesn't have a bank account. So I'm not sure how he's getting paid via the limo business. I guess cash or check or something. But his Social Security disability checks are getting deposited into Angela's account, the neighbor's account. Again, why?
Ew, I don't like that.
It's weird. And then, so they would go to her account and then she would give him the money. So is she keeping a percentage? You know, like...
What's the point, too, is my question.
Right, so many questions. Why the neighbor? Why not the girlfriend? What is her professional financial background?
Right.
Etc. And she claims it was set up that way because she's helping him manage his gambling problems. So Jimmy Schaefer's got a gambling problem. I guess to keep the girlfriend out of it, we're going to use a third-party neighbor to help facilitate the funding. I don't know. Potentially. Okay. That was the best that I could come up with. So police also had so many questions, and so they searched her house, and the police said it was probably the most horrendous house that they had ever seen. It was disgusting. Think like my, what was that TLC show? Hoarders? Yeah.
Oh. She's
like,
hoarding? Or was it just cluttered?
It was cluttered, gross.
Ew.
And they found no sign of Jimmy, quote, amid the squalor.
Wow. You think he was actually working with her, or was there just some type of weird sketch set up?
I think he was actually working with her.
Why, though?
Again, I don't know.
What did she have over him? That's all I can think of.
I don't know. And, like, did Candy not have a bank account? The girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't know.
Turns out that night, Jimmy is the one that got into that black sedan. So that's what the mechanic saw. He saw Angela is the one that picked him up.
Okay.
So she took Jimmy to her house where they had this elixir of vodka, peach schnapps, and Flexerol. What is Flexerol? It's a muscle relaxant that causes drowsiness. And Angela claims that Jimmy added it because Jimmy likes to keep things spicy. So he wants to add a muscle relaxant to his drink.
So are we thinking that he's just cheating and this with his neighbor?
No, I don't know.
Because that's all this is giving for me is like, why isn't he using Kenny? Well, clearly it seems like him and Kenny didn't have a very good relationship. He's got to go to his neighbor for the spice and the finances.
Yeah, it's a weird little love triangle-esque vibe.
I'm so curious of what kind of man this guy is.
I know, and I didn't look into him too much past a couple of the articles to get the details.
Okay.
Anyway, Jimmy, while in the car, he's pressing Angela for more money because he wants to pay off some of his debts. She doesn't have it with her, but she says that her father might. Her father happens to live by a cemetery, so they drive to the cemetery to, I guess, talk to the dad. And according to Angela, Jimmy attacks her. So she is going to self-defend. But with an ice pick. Because who doesn't have an ice pick in their car, just on the ready, on the go?
Of course.
And in self-defense, she stabs him in the right eye. Then, again in self-defense, she reaches for a cord and strangles him in self-defense. And then for good measure, to make sure that he was dead and that she defended herself properly, she plunges the ice pick into the other eye.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
To which the cop replied, "Ma'am, that is not demure. That is not..." She's relaying the story to him, and he said that he was shooketh, and it took everything in his, everything he had not to have his jaw hit the ground. Because it was just like, she was just saying it so matter-of-factly. But, she's not done.
Okay.
And for good measure, again, self-defense, she takes the body home. She dismembers it, and then she puts the dismembered parts of this man's body into different trash bags. And then she gets her kids' help to take all of these trash bags into various dumpsters around Volusia County.
Who helped her? I'm sorry.
Her kids.
Oh, she has kids.
She has kids. She reproduced. So she was initially charged with second-degree murder, but then once the jury heard the horrid details of her so-called self-defense and the fact that she purchased rubber gloves, plastic wrap, and saw blades an hour before picking up Jimmy, that led them to believe, this bitch planned it, that is first-degree murder. Mm-hmm. So that's what she was charged with, and she got a life sentence on December 15, 2014. Her kids later on came out and said that they thought they were disposing of a dead deer and not a human body.
Oh.
So they were not charged.
How old were they?
I don't know. It didn't say.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look up a picture of her. I was really curious. She needs some chapstick, that's for sure.
All that ice picking dehydrated her.
What was the name of the man?
James Jimmy Schaefer. Heyo, no relation. It's spelled differently. It's spelled Sheaffer. I've seen a lot of Schaefer spelling variations. I've never seen that one.
Oh. Just a normal guy.
And probably just caught up with the wrong, person. She probably found out that he, and this is all speculation, of course, she probably found out that he had a gambling problem, and then she was manipulative and took advantage of it and was like, hey, I'll help you out. I have a bank account, you don't. Let's do this.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Lots of disappointment with that one.
Yeah.
Well, and what's her status now? Do we know?
Well, she got a life sentence, so she should still be in jail.
I hope so, man.
Yeah. I don't know who's gonna...
That's such a weird story, though. I can't get over that.
It was wild. That's why it was longer, because there was a lot of different layers to it.
Okay.
All right.
August 22nd.
That is Dan.
Okay. Happy belated birthday, Dan.
Happy belated... Well, by the time this comes out, it would be
It's
belated
all belated.
birthday. Yeah.
Except for the August 30th one.
Well, let's see here. Today's the 24th. It will come out... Yeah, the 29th.
Yep.
So happy birthday, Yvonne.
All right. Florida woman lives with the dismembered body of boyfriend. police says.
So a lot of dismemberment here.
Yeah.
We have 2 back-to-back dismemberments.
A Florida woman, Lisa Pospisil, was arrested after police discovered the dismembered body of her boyfriend, Anthony Franklin Mitchell, in a camper of Wickham Park campground. Mitchell, who hadn't heard from since August 22nd, was reported missing by his family. Pospisil moved the camper to Melbourne in September, where neighbors complained of a foul odor. When police conducted a well-being check on December 30th, they found Mitchell's decomposing body. Pospisil is now being held without bond in Brevard County Jail.
So the foul odor was not flatulence.
No.
Okay.
No, it was a dead-ass body.
It was a whole-ass
Her
human.
boyfriend.
Like, what did he do? And then why are you still living with him? Abandonment issues.
Ugh.
I don't get people. Clearly, I feel like there's like some mental stuff going on there.
I do wish that I got more information. That was one thing I have a regret on these, is that I just don't have the devil details, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't go into the butthole.
Damn.
Sorry.
You should check it out sometime.
Yeah.
All the details are there.
Spicy in there.
Yeah.
Lots to find.
It's giving, what's that Alfred Hitchcock movie? Norman Bates vibes. Have you seen it?
No.
Of course. If you know, you know. It's giving those vibes. You should, Psycho.
Okay. Who, me? Yeah.
Yes. Yes and yes. All right. I think I may have accidentally added another one in here this morning when I was closing out tabs.
Oh.
So I may have more than what we said.
That's okay.
All right. I think I have 2 left.
Okay.
One is my birthday and one is Vic's birthday.
Do Vic's birthday and then do yours for the finale.
I thought you had another one. Are you?
It's my birthday, but it doesn't mean it's good.
Okay.
It's not like a whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll finish on yours. That's good.
Okay.
Give us Vic's.
All right, Vic's. October 17th, so it's coming up. He's not even going to be here for his birthday. He's going to be with the boys in Scotland.
Oh.
Tragic.
That's actually kind of a nice birthday, though.
But poor me. Yeah. No, I'm very happy for him that he gets to celebrate his birthday in a really awesome place.
Oh.
With the loves of his life.
God.
All right, so 325-pound Florida woman charged with killing girl by sitting on her. Like, god damn. All right.
Did she know?
Yes. Here we go. So, Veronica Posey of Pensacola, Florida, is 325 whopping pounds. She's charged with killing her 9-year-old cousin by sitting on the child as punishment. So, Veronica, who is age 64 at the time, was arrested and charged with homicide and child cruelty. Posey told police she sat on the child as punishment to discipline her for, quote, being out of control. You mean being a fucking child. You mean running around like a 9-year-old should. Because they're at a picnic, by the way. So, this is where we're at. So, while Posey was squandering the child, whose name is Derica, apparently Derica started crying out that she couldn't breathe. Her parents are there and didn't do jack shit. So they were also charged with child neglect. Oh yeah, and the fat ass, Posey, not only sat on the child, but a witness spotted her also hitting Derica with a ruler and a metal pipe before the child ran to the armchair. So
Dude, she's got it in for this kid.
Talk about anger issues much?
Damn.
So the child runs into the chair, so Posey decides to take advantage of that and goes and sits on Derica, sit her literal fat ass on the child, and then she stayed there for 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
And Posey stayed an additional 2 minutes after that. And then when she gets up, surprise, surprise, the child is not breathing. They try and fail at CPR. The family, it turns out, they had prior dealings with child welfare systems. So they were just, shit people all around from the get-go. And that poor child. I mean, she ended up dying. And then, like I said, Posey was charged with killing. I don't know what the sentence was, but it should be life. And
sorry, one more time on the name.
Veronica Posey.
I need pictures. Oh. I don't see the kid.
No, she's 9 years old. I doubt that they would put
Yeah,
pictures.
you're probably right.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Appalling. Jarring. There are no words to describe. Heinous.
Dude, that makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Well, quite the punishment. I mean, even me, I don't know if I'd go sit on someone because I'm mad at them. I just, walk away. Walk away.
How to deal with anger issues? Just walk away. Walk
Get out
the
of
other
there.
way.
Okay. June 6th, the best one here.
Debatable, but okay.
Okay.
If you didn't pick up, it's Gina's.
It's my birthday. Okay. Florida woman reportedly stabbed self in stomach because she was tired of living in Trump's country.
So she stabs herself because she doesn't want to live in Trump's country. I'm guessing this is while he was president.
Yeah, actually. A Florida woman stabbed herself multiple times in the abdomen, telling people she did it because she was tired of living in Trump's country and tired of Donald Trump being president. The incident occurred outside her apartment, where she showed officers her wounds. The woman, who has a history of self-harm, expressed frustration with the political climate as her reason for the act. Girl, I feel ya. Like, it's tough out here.
But why are you doing it to yourself?
Hey, I don't want to say if she doesn't do it to herself, she'll do it to other people, but I mean...
Take a self-defense class and hit a punching bag.
Okay, that's also a really good option.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, again, the caption, it just gets me every time.
We don't even have to go into the details. It's just reading the titles of some of these articles.
Like, honestly, for mine, again, I did the do of not giving all the details, but Florida women, if they don't really go into the details anyways, they just kind of like scrape the surface. Here's the woman of the day.
A lot of articles.
Here's the man of the day,
Yeah, a lot of articles do that.
So
That's where you get the books.
Do you think there's books on these ladies?
Probably not.
Okay.
All right. Arguably the first or second best one, March 6th.
Go ahead.
And, this was my other trigger warning one. It is disturbing. Mental health issues are at play here. So, warned. Florida woman charged with murdering her mother carved her heart out with a knife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Passion.
Oh, yeah. So, officers arrived to a disturbingly greasy scene in Tallahassee to a woman dancing naked outside her home with her mother's heart carved from her chest. So, there's that painted picture for you. So, Earlene Tucker is the woman. She's 58 years old. She was arrested on March 6th for the alleged murder of her mother, Lucille Tucker, who was at the time living with Earlene. The police were tipped off when a delivery driver called saying this bitch is trying to get inside my car and she's naked. The police arrived. Earlene indeed was naked and she was bloody and she was rambling to herself. Initially resistant, but then insisted that the police take her into custody because, quote, I have committed a grievous crime. Understatement of the year. Inside the house, the police said there were obvious signs of the horrors that had unfolded, and there, laying on the ground, was a human heart. Officers later found Lucille Tucker's body in one of the bedrooms on a blood-soaked bed with a giant cavity in the middle of her chest. Last night, Vic and I watched AVP, Aliens vs. Predators, and I watched Alien Romulus in the movie theaters the other day, so when I was reading this, all I could think about was the scenes where the aliens are out of the chest and they have that cavity in the chest.
Ew.
Again, if you know, you know. Check out the movie. Check out the series. It's amazing.
Okay.
The article goes on to talk about the interview that took place at the Tallahassee Police Department, where Earlene talked for hours and hours, admitting to the murder, her reasoning being, quote, sacrificial lamb.
Ooh, is that why the dance?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's giving sacrifice vibes.
It's giving Midsummer.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it came out later that Earlene Tucker indeed does have a history of mental health issues and suspected is schizophrenia. But she's being held without bond until a psych evaluation can be performed to see if she's even fit to stand trial. This happened this year, 2024, so it's still not, that's the latest update.
What's this thing that crosses my mind is that she was diagnosed with a schizophrenia, and she has a history of mental health disorder. I can't help but think every single woman that we have talked about has
Probably
got some type of
some
mental
sort of
disorder.
issues.
And I'm like, are any of them fit to do
To
trial?
go stand trial. I don't know. With this
It's
one, like,
wild.
it was suspected that she had schizophrenia. It doesn't say she was officially diagnosed. You know, they're still doing the psych evaluation, but I think for sure there's something going on with that. To do it to your own mother.
Mom sucks. Or is great and just, she's crazy.
Regardless, there's no warrant to killing or doing that to anyone.
Never. Well, I mean, you hear those serial killers, and
do it
some
to
of
their
them
mom.
that are, their parents are just absolutely the worst human on the earth, and I'm like, not validating it, but validating it, you know.
It's never validated, but you can understand why or how they snapped.
Because we've talked about a handful of people ourselves on some of the folks that just are absolute trash of trash.
Georgia Tan.
Yeah.
But
Do
her
you
parents
think-
weren't shit. Her parents were...
Right, but do you think if she reproduced, she should have her little hearty heart carved out?
No. I mean, you don't want to wish that upon anyone. Again, bad juju.
Okay.
She did adopt, though. And her adopted daughter did not care for her.
Yeah.
Because she just was like, you know, she just was a shit mom.
Okay.
Weekly wow, don't drink the water in Florida. But also actually don't drink the water in Florida, because Vic and I, we went on a Sarasota trip and we drank the water just from the tap because we live in St. Louis and we're blessed with beautiful St. Louis tap water. Vic and I both got sick. And then the person that we were staying with, like 2 days after we were there and drinking said tap water, was like, oh yeah, by the way, don't drink the water.
Oh,
I was like, too fucking late, my guy. As we're fighting for our lives here.
to actually don't drink the Florida water.
So you're
okay,
right.
message received.
Literally and metaphorically.
Wow. Well, thank you for actually, I'm going to take that weekly wow and really take it with me because that's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't drink it.
Don't drink it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.